This is the exact blueprint we use to book 403 demos in 2 months. So there are two main things we did: Reddit and high intent leads. There are probably also some demos from LinkedIn and Twitter, maybe 3 or 5, but I mean, it's almost irrelevant compared to Reddit and high intent leads. So I'll start with Reddit and then I'll dive into the high intent leads and why we are so bullish about this. So Reddit, for those who don't know, it's like a website with different categories. So you can go to a subreddit with only people talking about cats and dogs, subreddit only about soccer, subreddit only about marketing. And so you have all these communities. And the goal is to get views and clicks from these communities. But it's very tricky. The best communities are gated. If you just go and promote, then you are going to get bad. And that's why Reddit is so great, so valuable, because it's almost ads free. There is very little pollution, a lot of value. And so if you find a way to pass the gates and push your message out there, then I guarantee you this is going to work. So there are 3 pillars on LinkedIn that brought us a lot of demos. First one is content. So some posts have more than 100,000 views. And so it's very easy to do this post, and I'm going to share the blueprint with you. What I usually do is I write on a piece of paper all the stories that happened to me in business. How I got a customer, what I'm doing in business, how I sold a company, how I fired an employee, how I hired an employee. So I'm writing all these stories like this. And I'm picking the best ones. So here it was, a friend of mine closed a 72K deal from a LinkedIn like. Then once I have the story I want to tell, as you see, I'm not native, so I speak French, I speak Russian, but I don't speak English so well. I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best English. So what I do is I take ChatGPT and I just send a voice note, sorry. So I just tell my story to ChatGPT. And then what I say is translate into English and make it a Reddit post. And so ChatGPT comes up with my story. So it's my story. It's not AI generated, but with great English, no mistakes, and so on. And so this is how I get very, very long posts in less than 5 minutes. And you are going to get better posts than the competition, because the competition is typing. They are typing everything, and typing takes forever. You need 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to make a great Reddit post. Here it takes 5 minutes. You are driving your car, you just tell ChatGPT your story, you say translate to English, turn it into a Reddit post, and that's it. You have your killer story. And what you are going to do is at the end of the post, you are going to tell what you are building. So either you just say, okay, thank you for listening to me, Roman from Gojiberry AI, or if you are telling, for example, about a company you sold, you can say, and now I'm building this company that does X, Y, Z. And so you don't make a post about what you are building, you tell a story, and then in the story you say who you are and what you are building right now. So this has been working very well for us, and we booked hundreds of demos this way. So first pillar is content. So you can try different subreddits. Most of them will kick you out, but that's okay. We've made 10 Reddit accounts. We've came back. Who cares? You just push your message as much as possible. And if the posts are good, you are going to get great engagement and people will book demos, talk to you in DM, and so on. So yeah, identify the best subreddits, tell your story, and add a little bit of promotion, but very subtle. Then you have SEO. That's another way of doing that's easier because you won't get banned. What you do is you type into Google outreach Reddit, B2B leads Reddit, lead generation Reddit. So that's my niche. But you can also type soccer Reddit. Then you see the top ranking posts. You click on them and you are going to write an answer And what's good is that the post ranks in Google. So every day people are clicking on the post, and every day people are checking the comment, and every day people will see your comment. So I posted this one yesterday. It already has 200 views. So 200 views is very little compared to the 100,000 views I showed you in the post. However, the 100,000 views, it's one time and then it's over. Here, this is going to last for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. And so every day, 200 people are going to see this post, which makes this comment very valuable. And so if you want to build a growth engine, you can use this type of post. Then third thing you can do, it's ads. So ads, we were very successful at the beginning, then not so much, and we are relaunching right now. We spent around 1K, we got 5 demos, close to. So, I mean, it's working. We are past break even, so it works for us. We are profitable. And what's really good about Reddit ads is you can advertise into subreddits that are gated. So some subreddits, even if you post some valuable content, they will kick you out because it's very hard to post there. And with ads, you can just advertise there, and that works well. So that's one thing we did, Reddit. And this is working very well. Second thing that's been working even better for us are high intent leads. So a high intent lead is a lead that showed interest. Most people, what they are going to do is go to Apollo, scrap a list of leads, then enrich, push into Instantly, have their sales rep do manual outreach to a cold database. And I mean, it's not going to perform so well. So what we do is we only push emails and messages to high intent leads. So an intent can be many things. An intent can be a like on a specific post, a comment, an interaction with a keyword, someone following a creator, someone interacting with a competitor company, someone interacting with a competitor ad, joining an event, joining a group. Well, we track more than 50 intents like this. And the results are great because when you reach out to 5,000 people, if they have intent, the results are going to be much better than if you reach out to 5,000 people without intent. So this is how we do it. We mainly track intent on LinkedIn. So we pull out intent out of LinkedIn to Gojiberry. So this is our own tool that we use. And then the leads from Gojiberry are pushed into Instantly and ReachBoost. And then we get responses on LinkedIn and by cold email. So this is how it works. This is Gojiberry. So here we have created an AI agent. I can show you here. So we just input our ICP, who we want to talk to in the company. So ideal customer, target job titles, target location, industries, company types, company sizes. And then in signals, we are going to track the intent we want. So we track 2 keywords, cold email, lead generation. Every time someone from our ICP interacts with one of these keywords, we pull out the leads and we send it in the lead section. I'll show you later. Then we track expert and creators. We have 9 experts we track here. We also have AI suggestion if needed. Then we can also track change and trigger events. So 5% active profile in your ICP. That's a great intent because when you reach out to someone on LinkedIn, if he's active, he's more likely to respond. Companies that have raised funds, recent job changes. We track as well community and events. So all the LinkedIn groups containing lead generation, all the LinkedIn events containing lead generation, and we track competitor engagement. So we've put the page of RB2B. And here are the results. We got more than 1,000 high intent leads from here. So this has been working really well for us. And in leads, we have the list of leads here. We can see the signal, so why they were chosen, engage with a competitor. So if I click here, I have the engagement with Adam Robinson. Here I can find the email in one click. I can click here, export to Instantly, so that's usually what I do. And so in integration, we import to Instantly, to Lemlist, to Slack, to Pipedrive, to HubSpot, and we do our outreach there. And so every day, new leads are pulled out of LinkedIn and pushed into Instantly. Also, when a lead is great, like the intent is incredible, we find a phone, call them, and outreach as well on LinkedIn. So that way, we only get the best leads out of LinkedIn. And this has been working like crazy. Because the problem with Apollo and all these static bases, you are putting out leads, but some leads have not been active in the past 6 months. They have changed jobs but didn't update. Maybe some are even dead and you don't know. Here, we only have people that took action in the past 24 hours. So that's why it's working way better. So if you want to try Goji Berry AI, you can have a look in the comments or under this video. You can get access, and I hope this video helped you. Thank you so much and see you soon for another video.